All right, Wednesday, September the 23rd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Autumn officially arrived early this morning, and to mark the occasion, we have the nicest weather day of the week on tap for today. And, just to get you in the mood for autumn, how about this image yesterday from our friends up at Grandfather Mountain? Love the fall foliage photos, and I want all you guys to, as you see some pretty fall foliage, to send those pictures in to us. You can send them to me directly on Twitter at EastWX, or you can email them in at matthew.east@twcnews.com. Would love to see those fall foliage photos, and we'll be sharing a whole lot of them on the air and here on the various social media platforms as well as we go through the fall season. Yesterday, highs 82 in Columbia and Wilmington, Fayetteville 2, 79 degrees in Raleigh, 72 in Charlotte, 73 in Greensboro. Now you notice as you got over here toward this region, temperature's a little warmer, and that's because the sun did manage to break out, at least partially, in that area. Salisbury failed to make 70 there, but the clouds holding a little bit more firm in that part of the region. But up to 79 in Rockingham, 75 in Gastonia and Monroe yesterday afternoon. There's your temperatures during the 5 o'clock hour this morning. 70s for the Carolina coast. You have some 60s for the interior Carolinas, and then you're looking at cooler temperatures in the mountains this morning, Boone at 53. All right, so as we go through the course of today, we have some clouds out there now, but overall it'll be a rain-free day. Your zone of showers is offshore, anywhere from the coastal waters, say 100 miles or so offshore from the Carolinas, and arcing down into parts of Florida. Near the Space Coast, you have some rain ongoing this morning. And this was the deal yesterday. You notice as we got toward the afternoon, some breaks in those clouds gradually occurred across the region. And I think the same basic idea happens today with a lot of more of us seeing some sunshine during the course of the afternoon. You notice as we do get into this afternoon, a lot of this clearing trying to take place. And that's going to allow for some warmer afternoon temperatures for some of these areas that have been locked into this wedge for a couple of days. Upper 70s for the Charlotte, Triad, and Triangle zones, 80 in Fayetteville. Even the mountains trying to break into the 70s this afternoon. But tonight and tomorrow, we're going to see this coastal front begin to move back westward. That's going to spread this zone of clouds and eventually rain back westward too with time. Watch what happens there. There's your clouds, and eventually as we get deeper into the day tomorrow, some shower possibilities with us across the region. Your highs tomorrow afternoon look like that. And then kind of a wet setup for us. Friday looks like clouds, cool temperatures, some rain at times. This is what we're going with for Friday's highs right now, and these numbers could be a little optimistic in North Carolina if the rain really settles in. Saturday, now again, let's go to the European model. This is Friday afternoon on the European. As we get on into Saturday, it's pretty wet on the European model, and I'll say this, the European is the most aggressive with the rain of the major computer modeling. As you get into Sunday, the rain begins to taper off a bit. But check out the rain totals here on the European computer model as we go from Thursday through the weekend. Look at that, over 3 inches of rain in a lot of the region. Now, that'd be great for the drought, bad for weekend outdoor plans, but that's what the European is showing. Now, the GFS, it's much different. You have your axis of heavier rains up here, northeastern and northern North Carolina and points north and east. You have a minimum of rain down to this region. Either one of those solutions is perfectly viable right now. So we'll just go with the idea of Friday, Saturday, and maybe Sunday too. Clouds, some rain at times. But if the GFS model is correct, it's more of a light rain scenario for Charlotte off and on as opposed to the soaking washout type of rains. Saturday numbers, and again, these numbers could be too high depending on how the rain behaves. And then there's Sunday's highs across the region as well. We dry things out and warm things up as we get back into next work week. Now in the tropics, still have Ida out there in the Atlantic Ocean. There it is right there. Well, look at that. Tough to see the statistical information here. Let me see if I can, there you go. Tropical storm Ida, 40 mile per hour sustained winds, and moving, just drifting to the south at 2 miles per hour. Not a lot of change in the thinking with Ida, just kind of meandering motion for a couple days and then a slow movement off to the north and then northeast as we get toward the upcoming weekend. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a great day and God bless.